Have you ever looked in the mirror, just frustrated with those fine lines and wrinkles, even though you have a whole cabinet full of expensive creams? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But what if the real solution wasn't something you put on your skin, but something you could manage from inside your body? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
So this is really the big question, isn't it? Is the answer in a jar, or is it actually in our hormones? We're going to make the case that the real key to youthful, vibrant skin is all about a hormonal balancing act. And the most exciting part? You have way more control over it than you might think.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to uncover the secret hormone that's really running the show. Then, we'll get into the specific diet and lifestyle changes that can make a massive difference. And finally, we'll pull it all together into a simple plan you can actually use.
Okay, let's get right to the heart of it. Before we can even talk about what to do, we have to understand what's really going on under the surface of your skin. And here's a little hint. It has to do with a lot more than just collagen.
Okay, don't let this big word scare you. Glycosaminoglycans. Let's just call them JAGs for short. Now, we all hear about collagen, right? Well, think of JAGs as the unsung heroes of your skin. They're like these tiny, super absorbent sponges that hold on to water and keep your collagen all plump and hydrated. When you start losing JAGs, well, that's when things start to sag and wrinkle.
So here's the crucial part. You can't just, take a gag pill. The amount of this stuff in your body isn't random at all. It's actually controlled by a master hormone, and that brings us to the real star of the show.
Meet IGF-1. That stands for insulin-like growth factor number 1. It's made in your liver, and you can basically think of it as an extension of growth hormone. To put it simply, this is your body's master anti-aging or youth hormone. It's the big boss that tells your body to make more of those skin-plumping GAGs we were just talking about.
And this right here is the whole story. Just picture a seesaw. On one side, you've got IGF-1, your youth and repair hormone. On the other side, you've got insulin, which spikes when you eat sugar and carbs. It's a storage hormone. They are in direct opposition. When one goes up, the other has to come down. So when your insulin is high all the time, it's literally pushing the youth hormone side of the seesaw right down to the ground. And get this, the difference is absolutely staggering. In a healthy body, you should have up to 100 times more of that amazing IGF-1 than insulin. But a diet loaded with sugar and processed carbs, it completely flips that ratio on its head. And that right there is a recipe for accelerated aging.
So how do we fix this whole seesaw situation? Well, that brings us to our first real set of solutions, your diet. If we want to raise our youth hormone, IGF-1, the single most powerful thing we can do is to stop pushing it down. And that all starts with what you put on your plate.
Okay, priority number 1, without a doubt, is to lower your insulin. First, you've got to drastically cut the obvious stuff, sugar, bread, pasta, all those refined carbs. Second, give intermittent fasting a try. Just not snacking between meals gives your body a much-needed break from producing insulin, and that allows IGF-1 to finally come up and do its repair work. And watch out for hidden triggers too, like MSG, which can be found in a lot of processed foods and can cause an insulin spike.
All right, next up, we want to actively support our body's ability to make IGF-1. Protein is key here, but it's all about moderation. Think 3 to 6 ounces per meal. And remember where IGF-1 is made? The liver. So liver health is absolutely critical. That means cutting out the alcohol and loading up on organic veggies. And please don't forget your healthy fats. Those vitamins you get from things like pasture-raised egg yolks and grass-fed butter are essential for this whole hormonal system to work correctly.
Okay, diet is huge, no doubt about it. But it's only one piece of the puzzle. Let's move on and look at some daily lifestyle habits that can give your IGF-1 an absolutely massive boost.
Ah, man, this one is so important. Your body does most of its repair work, producing growth hormone and IGF-1 while you're asleep. Just getting by on 5 or 6 hours a night, that's not a badge of honor. It's actively working against your skin goals. And then there's stress. The stress hormone, cortisol, is a direct enemy of IGF-1. It literally suppresses it. So managing your stress isn't just a mental health thing. It's a critical part of your skincare routine.
Now, when it comes to exercise, you might be surprised to hear that not all workouts are created equal for boosting IGF-1. You can forget about those long, slow hours on the treadmill. The real magic happens with high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. We're talking short, intense, all-out bursts of effort. Think sprints or burpees, followed by plenty of rest. That's what gives your body the powerful signal to release growth hormone without the wear and tear of overtraining.
So, we've covered a ton of ground, from these weird things called gags all the way to HIIT workouts. Now, let's tie it all together into a clear, simple strategy that you can start using like today.
And here it is, all laid out, your 7-step action plan to naturally boost your body's master youth hormone. See how it all fits together now? You lower insulin, which lets IGF-1 come up. You eat the right foods and get enough sleep to support its production. And then you use the right kind of exercise to trigger its release. It's a complete, holistic system for building amazing skin from the inside out.
You know, when it comes right down to it, it all boils down to this one simple but really profound truth. Your skin is a reflection of your internal health. It's not about the stuff you smear on it. It's really an outer billboard for everything that's happening inside your body. So the real power isn't in a bottle at all. It's in the choices you make every single day. By focusing on your hormonal health, you're not just fighting a few wrinkles. You're building this deep foundation of vitality that can't help but shine through. So the only question left is, what story are you going to let your skin tell?